Live events are the only way to get recruited for college basketball. This is false. Now, obviously there's a pandemic going on right now, and it's very difficult for high school basketball players, specifically juniors and seniors, to find ways to get recruited for college and get exposure to college coaches. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how you can get a scholarship for college without having to go to live events, how you can utilize what you have now and get those connections to college coaches to ultimately get the scholarship for college. So there's three key pillars of this. Number one, you have to be talented. And talent, from the thousands of players that we've worked with, what I see as talented enough to play at the college level is if you're a high school varsity level player, even if you're coming off the bench, but if you're a varsity level player, you have the talent to play in college. We've worked with players that are 5'4" point guards coming off the bench of their high school team who've earned a scholarship when no other players on their team have earned scholarships. And the reason that is because college coaches are ultimately trying to find talent that fits their school. The same way players are trying to get to coaches, a lot of coaches are struggling to find players. Specifically colleges that have limited majors, that are in rural areas, that are Division III schools, that are some NAIA schools. College coaches struggle to find talent that wants to come to their school, sometimes even more so than players struggle to find the scholarships for college. It's just building the bridge to find that connection that works the best. So even if you're not a superstar on your varsity team, now if you're a 6'5" shooter, then getting a scholarship is definitely achievable because you have the talent. At 6'5", height is a huge advantage. 6'6", 6'7". Once you hit 6'5" and up, getting a college scholarship becomes a lot easier. Now, talent is not just your basketball talent, it's not just your size, it's also your academics and your talent in the classroom. If you have a 3.5 GPA or higher, there'll be a lot of doors that will open for you, let's say. A lot of colleges require you to have a 3.7 GPA, a 3.8 GPA. And then, again, those colleges are struggling to find the talent, basketball talent, that also fits the academic talent. So if you have great test scores, if you have great academics, if you have great GPA, that's certainly going to boost your opportunities for college as well. Any player that is above a 3.5, 3.6 varsity level player, I definitely believe there's an opportunity available to play college somewhere. The difficulty is finding where and getting that right fit. So that's what we're going to talk about next, is you have to have video. So if you don't have live events, you've got to be able to show your talent somehow. You can't just send an email to a coach with nothing and expect them to recruit you. You have to be able to display your talents. And so that comes with two forms of video. You have a highlight video and you have game tapes. So the highlight video is basically a 2 to 3 minute video that breaks down all of your elite skills. The key here, a lot of players don't do this, the key is you want your best clips at the beginning of the video. You don't want your best clips at the end of the video. Why is that? Because a college coach is getting hundreds of emails, hundreds of videos sent to them. They probably won't watch your whole video. You want it to be about 2 to 3 minutes, short, enough to show what your game is capable of. And you want your best clips, your best 4 or 5 clips at the very beginning, because they might only watch the first 20 seconds. So those first 20 seconds are convincing them to watch the rest. If you leave your best clips till the end, they might not even see the talent that you have. So you want to start your video with your best clips. You want it to be 2 to 3 minutes, and you don't want to have any profanity or music that doesn't show a good perspective on you. You want it to be mostly instrumental music, and again, prioritizing your best clips at the front. So you have the talent, you have a video, now what? You need to have those connections to college coaches. This is possible online even more so than live events. There's 2,000 colleges in the country. Most of them will only attend a live event if they already know you. If you're a college coach and there are thousands of events to go to, what events do you choose to look at? What is in your decision-making process when you say, I'm going to go look at an event? They're looking at players who they're already knowing about and interested in. Most of the time, they don't discover new players unless they're already discovering those players while looking at another player. Because there's just so many choices for college coaches that they prioritize the players they already have heard of. So you want to build those connections online even before the events, And this is achievable at a much higher rate because you can reach every single college coach in the country from the comfort of your own home by sending an email or making a phone call. So how do you do this? Going on school websites and finding their contact information. You have to first understand, where are you at talent-wise? What is the level that I can play at? And so we offer evaluations to help players and parents understand what level should I be targeting. But this is something that you could have a coach that you already know who helps you with as well, and maybe can help you figure out what level you're at. But if not, that is a service that we offer. Now, if you know what talent level you're at, and you then want to start narrowing down by location. So let's say you're in Florida. So I want to play at an NAIA school or a Division II school. That's the level I feel that I'm at, and I want to target schools in Florida. You then can go search each of those schools. You go to every single page, you write down the emails of the coaches, you take down the phone numbers, and you start sending emails telling them why you want to play for that school. You start making phone calls. If you were to do this for every college in the country, it would take hundreds of hours. And I know because we do this. We work through every single college in the country. We've built up a database of every single school, and we actually sell that database to parents, to families, to be able to make those calls themselves so that they don't have to do all the back-end work of finding the information. But it is something that you can do on your own. On top of that, we also offer a full recruiting service where we make the connections and we make the phone calls for you. This is where we've been working with high school players for over 8 years. We've worked with over 7,000 clients. 85% of our players have gotten scholarships for college. So we have a lot of experience in this. You can go watch any of the 7,000 videos we've done on our YouTube page. You can read the testimonies on our website. If you need that extra support, we're trying to help as many families as possible in this time. Now, if you're not able to do this on your own, that's where we can help. But each of these three things can be achieved on your own. What we do is we offer some evaluations to show where you're at, what you should be targeting, how you can improve. We offer producing professional highlight videos, which we have a lot of experience with, that you can send out to college coaches. And we have a database that you can purchase to make those calls yourself, or professional recruiters that you can work with that can make those connections for you. But ultimately, it is highly achievable to receive a scholarship for college basketball if you're taking the steps. If you have the talent, if you have the video, and you have the connections, that's all you really need. You don't need the live events, and it's unfortunate right now that we don't have the ability to have live events, but even without that, it does not have to stop you in your pursuit of playing college basketball. So if you'd like more information on this and you feel that you would need more support, if you're feeling lost, if you're feeling under-recruited or unseen, then that's exactly what we're here to help with. Click the link below, talk to one of the members of our team, or look at the services that we have. Like I said, read some testimonies. We would be extremely grateful to work with you. We know that this is a trying time for a lot of people, and we just want to be a support to as many families as we can, because we don't want players to have to lose their opportunity to follow their dream just because there's a crisis going on. We want to find creative ways to solve that problem, so we're happy to work with you if that's something that you're interested in.